Today, I invite you to join me in dismantling the single greatest lie of the 21st century. It is a seductive mantra, repeated ad nauseum by self-help gurus, yet it is quietly destroying the careers of an entire generation. That mantra is, follow your passion and success will follow you. Pause for a moment and apply critical thought. If this advice were valid, why do we inhabit a world saturated with unemployed dreamers, yet starving for competence? Why are those who claim to be finding themselves often the most lost? Here is the naked truth. Passion, fundamentally, is an emotional state. It is a dopamine spike triggered by novelty. And like all emotions, joy, sorrow, or rage, it is ephemeral. It fluctuates. It burns intensely the first day you pick up a guitar, but it extinguishes the moment your fingers bleed and the melody remains broken. If you construct your career upon the foundation of inspiration, you are building a skyscraper on quicksand. When the work becomes difficult, and rest assured it will become difficult, that passion will evaporate. What will you do then? Quit? Claim it wasn't meant to be, and then hunt for a new passion, only to abandon it when the novelty fades? This is not a career strategy. This is the behavior of an addiction to emotional novelty. It is the mindset of a child who refuses to grow up. Observe those who truly stand at the apex of their fields. They do not work because they always feel happy. They work even when they are bored, even when they are exhausted, even when their minds scream for respite. The distinction is this: the amateur waits for inspiration to begin. The professional begins in order to generate inspiration. So if passion is a false compass, what anchor should we hold on to in this storm? The answer may be uncomfortable, but it is the only strategy that ensures survival in this ruthless era. Let us enter the operating room and perform a forensic audit on the mechanism of success. We will view it through the lens of cold data, not the rose-tinted glasses of motivational speakers. First, we must decode the psychological phenomenon that fools you into mistaking fleeting excitement for lifelong calling. In psychology, this is known as the Dunning-Kruger effect. Visualize this. When you begin a new endeavor, be it coding, content creation, or trading, your competence is zero, but your confidence is at its peak. Everything feels fresh and promising. You think, I was born to do this. Psychologists call this peak Mount Stupid. Here, dopamine flows freely. You call it passion. No, it is merely the ignorance of the beginner. But immediately after, reality hits. The code breaks. The views are non-existent. The product fails. Your confidence free-falls into the valley of despair. 95% of people quit here. They say, I lost the passion. Incorrect. This is where the real game begins. The disappearance of excitement is a natural law. Successful people are not those who stay excited. They are those with the discipline to crawl through this valley for years until they reach the upward slope of enlightenment.
Second, let us apply the cold logic of economics. The world operates on the law of supply and demand. The labor market does not care what you love. It only cares about what you can provide and how rare it is. Think with me. Jobs that are easy to be passionate about are usually low barrier and instantly gratifying. Examples: food reviewing, travel vlogging, gaming. Because they are fun and easy, the supply of labor is infinite. The economic consequence? Fierce competition and rock-bottom compensation. If you only do what you like, you will starve before you become famous. Conversely, high-value work is often tedious, difficult, and requires immense tolerance for pressure. Examples: neurosurgery, complex litigation, back-end systems engineering. Because it is hard and rarely fun, the supply is scarce, and in economics, scarcity creates value. Professor Cal Newport, author of the seminal work So Good They Can't Ignore You, introduced a concept called career capital. He asserts passion is not the cause of mastery. Passion is the side effect of mastery. When you dominate your craft, when you command respect for your rare skills, when you extract high value from the market, then you will love your work. Passion is the dessert you earn after finishing the bitter vegetables of discipline. Do not demand dessert before dinner. Finally, I must shatter a myth that Western media has fabricated to sell you courses: the Ikigai diagram. You have likely seen the 4 intersecting circles: what you love, what you are good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. The truth is, it's a fabrication. The authentic Japanese concept of Ikigai has no circle for money or what the world needs. To the Japanese, Ikigai can be as simple as brewing a perfect cup of tea or watching the sunrise. It is the joy of being, not a formula for capitalism. Trying to force yourself to find a job that's instantly fun, meaningful, and lucrative from day one is a toxic fantasy. It leads to analysis paralysis. You accomplish nothing and you accumulate zero career capital. Accept this brutal reality. You are paid in proportion to the difficulty of the problems you solve, not the size of the dreams you hold. If economic theory is not enough to wake you, then look at the tsunami approaching your shores: artificial intelligence. Do you know the most terrifying aspect of AI? It's not that it is smarter than you, it's that it never gets bored. It does not need inspiration to code. It does not need a good mood to design. It does not require passion to analyze millions of data points. It works 24/7 with absolute precision and never complains about the meaning of life. In this race, if your only weapon is emotional labor, working only when you feel like it, then I offer my condolences. You have lost before the starting gun fired. The half-hearted artists who rely on sporadic sparks of creativity will be the first to be replaced, because AI can generate average creativity faster and cheaper than you ever could. Future society will witness the brutal operation of the Matthew effect, derived from the biblical verse, "For to everyone who has, more will be given, and he will have an abundance. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away." In the digital age, the market is winner takes all. The gap between the excellent top 1% and the good top 20% will not be double, it will be 1,000-fold in terms of income and status. The middle class of skill is dead. The world will bifurcate into 2 species. First, the true craftsmen, those who leverage AI, those whose skills are so rare that machines cannot replicate them. They work with iron discipline. Second, the corporate zombies, those performing repetitive, replaceable tasks, forever wandering in search of passion to escape their grim reality. Artificial stability is over. If you are not obsessed with becoming undeniable, mediocrity will consume you.
So what is the protocol? How do we survive in a world that no longer believes in tears? The solution is not to abandon your dreams. The solution is to rewrite your operating system. You must execute a radical shift from the passion mindset to the craftsman mindset. The passion mindset asks, what does the world offer me? Does this job make me happy? This is the mindset of the selfish and the weak. The craftsman mindset asks, what value do I offer the world? Is my skill sharp enough? This is the mindset of the architect. Here are 3 steps to reprogram yourself. First, learn to embrace boredom. Do not flee when the work becomes monotonous. Repetition is the mother of mastery. An Olympic athlete practices a kick 1,000,000 times. A virtuoso pianist runs scales for thousands of hours. The capacity to endure boredom to achieve deep work is the superpower of the 21st century. When others scroll TikTok because they are bored, you sit still and polish your gem. Second, be so good they can't ignore you. This is the maxim of Steve Martin. Stop trying to build a personal brand when you are hollow inside. Focus on the skill. Choose a hard thing, a rare thing, and grind at it until you become a monopoly of one. When you are undeniable, money, status, and freedom will find you as a natural consequence. Third, choose your pain. Passion is not finding what makes you blissful. Passion is finding what pain you are willing to sustain. You want to be a CEO? Can you endure the pain of isolation and financial liability? You want to be an artist? Can you endure the pain of rejection and instability? Do not choose the glory, choose the suffering you can carry. Remember this: fire does not come from waiting for lightning to strike. Fire comes from the persistent friction of rubbing 2 dry sticks together in the dead of winter until the first spark ignites. That is sweat, that is discipline, and that is true passion.